What is going on, YouTube? I hope you guys are having a wonderful day today. But for today is going to be our very first game review of this channel. I hope you guys enjoy it. It is Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart for the PlayStation 5. My playthrough is already up on the channel. If you guys want to check out some gameplay, you're gonna see some gameplay here on this video. So let's get right into the review. It is only for PlayStation 5 owners, so PlayStation 5 owners out there, I suggest already that you get this game, but let me get into details of why you should get this game. So first of all, let's talk about the story. So the story basically takes place in a parade where Ratchet and Clank are being celebrated. They don't even know why. They kind of know why because they've done stuff for the world, but they don't know why they're being celebrated at this specific moment. And it just so happened that Clank got a Dimensionator because Ratchet has always wanted to find other people like him. Well, he's not a person, he's a Lombax, so he's always wanted to find other Lombaxes in the world. And Clank built this Dimensionator, but it just so happened, damn it, that Dr. Nefarious was there, and he takes the Dimensionator, he presses all of the buttons possible in the Dimensionator, and all the dimensions come together. They get ripped apart, they come together, a bunch of things happen with the Dimensionator, and basically what you have to do is fix the Dimensionator and bring things back to normal. That is when Rivet, which is another Lombax, comes into the story of Ratchet and Clank. Before it only used to be Ratchet and Clank, but now Rivet is coming in, which is another Lombax, a female Lombax that you get to play with in this game. So that's basically the story. Now let's move on to the graphics. So the graphics, you have three choices. You have performance mode, which caps in at 60 frames per second, but you don't get native 4K, so you only get a bit above 1080p if I'm not mistaken. Then you have the fidelity mode, which fidelity mode you capped in at 30 frames per second, but you get native 4K, so you get top graphical quality. And there's the third mode, which I really recommend for all you PS5 owners to play with. It is called Performance and RT mode. So Performance and RT mode means you're going to get really close to 60 frames per second every single time. And you also get ray tracing, meaning you're going to get top graphic quality and you're going to get ray tracing. So I really recommend that you stick to that graphics mode when you play. Now let's get on to the sound. When it comes to the sound, I play this game with the Pulse 3D headset with the 3D audio for the PlayStation 5. It sounded great. I enjoyed it. I haven't played the game with a sound bar or anything like that, but I'm pretty sure the game is gonna sound fantastic. There's a bunch of things happening around you. You have the guns, the explosions, the enemies talking. It is basically, if you do own the Pulse 3D headset, I really suggest you play the game with those headsets. You're really going to enjoy yourself, and you're gonna feel like you're actually in the world with all those sounds coming around you. Now let's get into the nitty-gritty of the game, which is the gameplay. So when it comes to this game, the title says it itself, Rift Apart. So there's basically a gameplay mechanic that you get to rift from one place to the other. It doesn't necessarily have to be one dimension to the other. It can just be from one place to another. You rift and you instantaneously, in like a second, get transferred into that place, right? So that goes into the gameplay. There's all types of various types of guns. You have a lightning bolt gun, you have your normal pistol, you have a laser gun. There's all types of guns. You're going to enjoy all types of guns, and there's a secret gun if you do collect all the golden bolts. I believe there's a secret gun that you shoot, and then characters from the Sony and PlayStation franchises, they come in. It's really cool. I haven't done that yet. I haven't unlocked it. But when it comes to the guns, you're gonna enjoy a lot of the guns. There are some guns to me that were either pointless, or to me I wouldn't use it. Like for example, there was some gloves that you throw some type of grenade, and then that's it. That's all you do. You throw. But I'm more of a machine gun, heavy gun type of guy that I want to see action quick. I don't want to just throw something and then wait for the explosion. But whatever fits your style, it is definitely there. Now let me talk about the haptic feedback and the trigger on the controllers. The haptic feedback, the vibration on the controllers is extremely well done. This is, I haven't played Returnal, but this is the best game so far on the PS5 that has implemented the haptic feedback and the trigger to a really nice point. Literally from everything, from picking up the bolts, you feel like you're picking every single bolt. From shooting the guns, every gun feels different when it comes to the haptic feedback. Same thing with the triggers. Every gun that you fire, the trigger, the R2 feels different. It depends. If it's a heavy gun, you feel a bit more resistance. If it's a lighter gun, you don't feel as much resistance. It just feels like it goes back and forth really quick. There's also an arena mode that you just get to go in. You can grind before you go into a next boss, or just to grind it out and get more loot. Let's see, haptic feedback. The arena. Now let me talk about the length. Okay, so when it comes to the length of the game, I know a bunch of people worry about the length of the game. Is it worth $70 because of the length of the game? So the length of the game, if you're only going to focus mainly on the main story and maybe do a couple of side missions here and there, it's around 10 to 12 hours. If you want to be a completionist and really do everything, I think you're gonna get either 15 hours or a bit more. That's as far as the length goes. And as a closing statement, guys, this game is just fantastic. It is definitely a must buy if you own a PlayStation 5. It really pushes the hardware as of the state that it is right now, like barely launching. It pushes it to the extreme. I enjoyed it. Graphics were super nice. Gameplay was really fluid, 60 frames per second. Everything just flows so well. The length, guys, don't worry about the length. I know you might say, hey, 10 to 12 hours, that's not enough. But trust me, you're gonna get 10 to 12 hours. At least only the campaign, I'm saying only the campaign, that you're gonna get your money's worth, because the game is just full of quality. There are no bugs. I barely found a bug. If I found one bug in my whole playthrough, it was way too much.
I'm out of ammo, that's why.
The game just flows. It is constantly throwing action at you. The story gets really intense on the third act.
Oh crap.
You meet interesting characters. You meet the gameplay just keeps getting better and better. To me, guys, it is totally worth it. I'm giving Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart a 9 out of 10. Definitely recommend it. Go out and buy it if you haven't bought it. Borrow it from a friend. Whatever you have to do to get your hands on this game. You have to play it. Your hands must play this game. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. I'll see you guys on the next one. Gaming with G signing out. Thank you guys for watching. Until next time.
Crap.